Okay, it's Thursday, October 9th, just following up on the SPY. You can see here at the moment, after pausing at our key second level here, the lower blue line, there was liquidity at the pre-market lows, liquidity at this little pivot from yesterday. We kind of paused, which has made sense, but we didn't get the green bar. Now we're heading lower again. So given the 15-minute price action, it's still to the downside after aggressively buying puts here on the 5-minute chart on the breakout of bar number 2, and now turning to the 15-minute chart and seeing what would happen at some key levels. So we're getting to the fat point here. We're kind of below the midpoint of the prior day after taking out the high of that day. The last time that happened here, we made higher highs and got all the way to the lows. An outside day to the downside. It may happen again, it may not, but now you get to watch what unfolds. So again, bought those 676 puts at 328. They scaled out of 380 just to be very conservative, given we're trying to reverse an uptrend, and now they're all the way up to 480. So they're starting to move up pretty nicely here, and we're going to see what kind of morning unfolds. Again, it's I guess, let me see, I'm just trying to judge about the midpoint of the prior day. I mean, this could turn into a whole negative day. It's just going to go bar by bar. But at this point, if we see a green bar form here and come back up through this pivot, then again, I'm not going to necessarily, we're getting to the point here where it's moving pretty, a lot lower, where it's hard for a red to green move now to expect to take out the highs of the day. But, we'll see what happens. So I just wanted to point out that looking bar by bar, kind of monitoring each pivot point along the way, you can kind of, let price action guide you as to see. And at the moment, you just have to kind of anticipate, like 2 days ago, that we could be making higher highs and lower lows, and here higher highs and lower lows take out the low of that bar from yesterday, and maybe all the way even down to this pivot. And as I described on this video here 2 days ago, I'm still looking for eventually some kind of a failure bar near these highs, a red bar that gives me a 2-down week and pulls back a little lower. And there's a double pivot down here that I still think in time could be taken out. Let me see if I can right down in here. I mean, so there's still a lot of potential for a deeper pullback. We started it the other day, but it became kind of a 3-bar that gapped up the next day, and now we're possibly starting it again. So this is interesting to see if this day is kind of a mirror of the other day here and makes lower lows all the way down to the lows of yesterday. But until that happens, we're just kind of on a 2-up, bar from yesterday that's pulling back into yesterday's range, and you don't know how this day is going to end up. But price action wise, we are heading lower. But to me, if we get green now above this pivot, I would exit the trade and just continue to watch it and to see if we just get an orderly pullback. It could be a secondary entry to the downside, but let's just see if some momentum can kick into the downside. Just thought I'd follow up since I'm watching the SPY closely this morning.